football. He loves that. Australia 22 defeat the Kiwis 10. Was it reflective of the game? I'm not sure about that. Australia secure a place in the final on November 10 at CommBank, but that was the case last year when the Kiwis come back and, of course, made a major statement. Angus Crichton, Brian, pray for the Angus Crichton try scorer backers.
Oh, that, and lucky they won, because imagine getting the Wrath of Mal.
Oh.
That's a good movie, that, The Wrath of Mal.
The Wrath of Mal.
Just getting the... oh, yes, that wouldn't have been a great place. But no, I thought they defended extremely well. I think in that second half there, they had about, a dozen sets against them.
Yep.
They're slowly building. I thought Mitch Moses was his kicking game was great, but it was the back five, the back four really. Hammer, that's not his go.
No.
The wingers were definitely Coates and Zach Lomax and
Yep.
Tommy. Tommy was
Tommy
up for
Turbo.
it.
Like, Tim McCall's a strong defender. He just walked past him, didn't he?
But I thought the best player on the field was Issah Yeo.
Yeah.
He's a great captain.
He
doesn't, whatever happens. You know when they got he went that challenge early on?
Yep.
And his reaction didn't change. He just went, yep, no dramas, off we go.
I was watching the young bloke. So the big Penrith go is in yardage. Dylan Edwards takes the last play to get a quick play of the ball, stay back. And if he ever misses out on getting the last play or goes early, Issah Yeo takes it.
Yeah.
So I saw this. It was play 4, and Edwards takes the run. I'm thinking, are they kicking early here? And I said to the boys, if they're not kicking early, Yeo will take the next one. Sure enough, who rolls the sleeves up? Yeo.
Well, it's a quick play, the ball roll.
Oh,
that's the way they do it. No, I thought that was good. But Sean Johnson, if you're a rugby league club, you're knocking on his door, aren't you? Aren't you offering whatever he wants?
Well, your man, the Roosters.
They got the Chad.
They got the Chad. The Chad's guaranteed half a year.
The Chad will be playing 15 games.
Yes.
At least.
The Chad.
The Chad. I just call him the Chad now. But like Sean Johnson's has been retired. Remember his last game in the NRL? Carved him up.
Yep.
Would you do this? Would you say, here, Sean, all I need you for is just 12 games a year?
Why can't you do that?
I just need you for 12 games a year.
But why can't you do that? Why do we have to sign every player to play maximum games?
We don't.
Why can't you do that?
What would
if you said to Sean Johnson, mate, what's your going rate these days? He goes, oh, mate, to be honest with you, I'm retiring. I'd cop 600. Okay, Sean, what about if we just give you 300? We'll put you in the books. You'll train with us. You train however you want to train, but we really only want you for the last 3 months of the year.
Or he can just pick and choose, right? Just one game a month. If you're feeling up for it,
yeah,
we'll give you another.
Why can't you do that?
He's like a FIFO. He flies in, he flies out.
He can live in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yep.
A month over there.
Yep.
We just want you for. Oh, that'll be awesome.
Because he's probably retiring because he's going, I can't do another off-season again. I can't do 26 games again. So let's get an option where we can use him.
Because he was a little bit rusty early on, but he hadn't played for how many weeks.
No.
But he got back into the groove.
Yeah.
He can't retire. There we go. Sean Johnson. I'm on a crusade.
Yep. Who else who else could you crusade for? Who's recently retired where you go, yeah, we could get sort of 10 games out of them?
Can't think at the moment.
Have a think.
Well, Jared, but he hasn't. He's gone overseas.
Yeah.
Sean Johnson's my number one pick.
I wonder how it marries up with the Japanese rugby. Like, could you just get Joseph for 6 games?
You can.
Like
he finishes in May.
Yeah, but what would stop the Roosters right now of keeping a 30 spot and for $100,000 a year to Joseph Manu, even though he won't be here for does it stop him?
2025, yes, it'll stop him. 26, no, because he finishes in May.
Yeah. So
he can come back. I think the Sean Johnson experiment could work.
I don't hate it.
The Sean Johnson experience, we're calling it.
That's
so 12 games a year, we're going to give you $5,000 a game.
Yep.
Would you be willing to pay Sean Johnson $5,000 a game?
Now, Brian, yes, I would. Now, Brian, your man Issah Yeo, our man Issah Yeo, he played a World Club Challenge on the 24th of February. We've gone past the 24th of October. It's now the 28th of October, and they're still playing. Yeah. They're still playing, Brian.
He plays 80 minutes every game.
Oh, God.
It was good. It was a great standard. Great standard. Young Keanu Kinney was good.
Yep. He's very good. Let's go through this, shall we? Lindsay Collins opened the scoring. Mitch Moses, he played far better than game one, so he'd be wrapped in that, scoring a try himself. Zach Lomax loves the big stage, 2 tries. Here's the quote from Sean Johnson after he was asked if he will return from retirement. I'd say no, mate, Johnson said. Or I'd say, all the best, I'll be there with you, but alongside you, not out on the field. I'm the third string halfback here. Think about that. We're in great hands, he said. But when he says, the question was posed to him about retirement, and he says, I'd say no, mate, or I'd say it's not a no.
It's definitely not a no. But this question is revolving around Test football.
Yep.
Fitzy's got a good point here. Fitzy says SJ will play against the Tigers, the Titans, and the Dragons.
Yeah. He'll win the Dally M. He'll only play 8 games a year and win the Dally M.
And he'll get 48 points. What do you need? How many points?
Tonga and New Zealand, by the way, that is going to be a cracking game. That is a promoter's dream. So basically, it's a semi-final. It is the last round of the pool phase, but it is essentially a semi-final. Tonga and New Zealand will play on Saturday. Winner goes through to take on the Aussies. There is some kind of for and against aligned to that as well, but basically the winner will go through. The loser will face the Pacific Bowl winner. I love this. So for the Pacific Championships, it's likely to be PNG who'll win the bowl. They'll come up. They'll play a playoff to see promotion relegation. So if you run third, whether it's Tonga or New Zealand, won't be Australia, you'll take on probably PNG. If you lose that next time round for the Pacific Championships, Western Webb, you're not there, and PNG would come through if that was to happen. If that was to happen, Brian.
When will that game be played?
Sunday.
No, so the loser will face the Pacific Bowl winner.
The following week.
Okay, so after the final or before the final?
No, I'd say before the final. I'm guessing it's...
See, this is good. I like the relegation game.
Yeah, I love that.
It's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a good point, Ben. Yeah, it's not $5,000 a game, 50 a game.
Yeah, that's still fine.
$5,000 a game isn't a lot. It's only getting 50K. I meant, 50. So if he gets 50 for 10 games, that's a lot of money.
Of course it is.
How about home games only? No travel. Take that out.
Just playing it.
But if he's playing for the West Tigers, he'll play one game a year.
Yeah.
If that. I do like it. I really do.
He's too good to retire.
But you don't need to sign a player for 12 months. You do not need to do that.
We can't let a guy who's playing against the best of the best in the NRL and doing that sort of stuff and then walking away when we're crying out for halves.
Correct.
What if he wants to retire, though? What if he
Bad
is
luck.
over it?
Bad luck, Sean. I want to retire from here. I've got to turn up.
But we could have preserved him. So, okay, Daly Cherry Evans, for example, right? So he's not going to play to 100. He might go close. But surely on the back end, he's a class operator. Why don't you say, we're going to sign you to a 3-year deal and we want you to play half the year? Who cares? Mate, we're so forgiving in this competition. You've only got to finish top 8. That's all you got to finish, top 8.
Let's put it out for the West Tigers fans. Oh, they've got Jerome now, so I suppose they're going okay. Dragons, if you lose Ben Hunt, which looks like in all likelihood it's going, would you be willing to give $500,000 to SJ, but he's only playing 10 games for you?
Yeah. I would.
Well, 10 games, and then you've just got to do your best.
Yep.
With you to get into the 8.
Plus finals.
Yep.
So, final. Well, that's a different route.
Okay, he gets another deal for the finals.
Finals
but he wants to do that anyway, doesn't he? Finals are just a plus. G'day, boys. Out of retirement for the General.
Out of respect.
Oh, out of respect for the General. Sorry.
Sets up for the Kiwis second game against Tonga. See the King is the final. Doug from Turingi. Oh, yeah, out of respect for the General. Oh, is he talking about...
I thought he was talking about Luke Patton.
Who's the General? G'day, boys. Oh, it's a Kiwi. Dougie from Turangi. Out of respect for the General.
Does he mean general public? Maybe that's like this game now, this New Zealand game is going to be massive.
Yeah,
it's going to be huge.
Sets us up the Kiwi second game against... Yeah.
It does. You're right.
Where's that played?
Ooh, I'll have to... I think it's back in... I think it's still in New Zealand this game, next week.
That will be awesome. Seriously, that'll be... And the losers in the hot seat, they're going to go take on maybe PNG for potentially relegation.
Ooh.
So anyway...
Yeah, go media.
Matty from Brisbane, he wants Smithy at the Broncos for 10 games a year with our young bloke, Moser, as his understudy.
Yeah.
He still looks good.
But it would have worked maybe 2 years ago, but I get it. I'm on board with that. 1300 01 1170, Fiji and Barty 56, screws past Cook Island 6, they absolutely flogged them. Taruva, Valame, Sevo, all amongst the scorers there. And the Gillaroos 14 defeat the Kiwis Duck Egg. So the Australian girls still yet to concede a point in the Pacific Championships. Tiana Panatani, she's on fire. Tamika Upton and Jess Surgis all scoring. And the returning captain, Ali Brigginshaw, looked excellent in her return. Meanwhile, England 34 defeat Samoa 18. Big win for England over in Wigan. Herbie Farnworth and Victor Radley, part of the try scorers for England. And the man keeping Nathan Cleary out of the Wigan side, Harry Smith, kicked 5 of 6, Brian.
Yes. I didn't see any of this game because I wasn't up at 1:30 a.m.
No.
If it had been Saturday morning, I would have watched it.
Yes.
I would have just been trolling through the door.
Well, you'd be pleased to know there's a double for, Soy Capitano, El Capitan. Deanie Mariner got 2.
Okay. So
he got 2.
And how did Luai go?
Sound?
From the highlights, fine. I think he needs a better squad.
He needs a better squad.
Oh, well, he's going to the
well,
Tigers.
That's what's happening
why he's
next
going to
year.
the Tigers.
Worrying for the Tigers.
Is this a look into the crystal ball for next year? What do you think?
Without all the stars around him. Admittedly, I only watched the highlights, but I think he needs... Well, it's a lot easier to do things when you've got a Panthers team around you rather than a Samoa.
Of course
West
it is. But Tom Brady did it at the Buccaneers.
Who's going to miss who more? Luai is going to miss Panthers more, or Panthers going to miss Luai?
Correct. Panthers. Luai's going to miss the Panthers a hell of a lot more.
Okay, you agree with that?
How the Panthers keep doing it. They keep finding new
How did
players.
Blaze go?
It wasn't shown that much in the highlights.
Okay.